Some crimes feel loud the moment they happen. You hear about them everywhere. They interrupt life. They shake people awake. But this one didn't. This one happened quietly, in the dark, in a place where people believe nothing bad ever really happens. And that belief matters more than anyone wants to admit. Because this story is not just about a woman who was killed. It is about how time, comfort, and hesitation can slowly destroy the truth without anyone meaning to let it happen. Sophie Toscan du Plantier did not come to West Cork to disappear. She came because she wanted space. She lived in busy life in France, surrounded by work, people, noise, pressure, and expectations. And like many people who feel overwhelmed, she believed that quiet places are safe places. West Cork felt untouched. Small roads, old stone houses, dark nights, the kind of place where strangers are noticed, but danger is not expected. Her holiday home was isolated, surrounded by tree and darkness, with no close neighbors and no street light, and at the time, that isolation felt peaceful. That decision, choosing quiet over crowds, would later become terrifying. On the night Sophie died, nothing dramatic announced itself. There were no alarms, no shouting crowds, no flashing lights. Something happened outside her home, something sudden and violent enough to end her life. And by the time the sun came up, it was already too late to catch the moment when everything went wrong. Her body was found near the gate of her property. And from the exact moment the clock started ticking, not loud, silently. When a murder happens in a big city, system quick in automatically. In rural place, people rely on familiarity. People knew each other. People trusted each other. People believed the truth would reveal itself naturally. And that belief slowed everything down. The area was not frozen in time the way crime scenes are supposed to be. People walked nearby. Weather did what weather always does. Footprints softened. Details faded. Not because of bad intentions, but because urgency never fully arrived. In small communities, asking hard questions can feel dangerous. If you push too hard, you risk accusing someone you know. If you speak too loudly, you risk turning neighbors into enemies. So people talk quietly. They shared thoughts behind closed doors. They mentioned names, then took them back. They noticed strange behavior but convinced themselves it was nothing. Because believing it was nothing feels safer than believing it was something. So days passed, then weeks, then months, and something subtle happened. The case stopped feeling urgent. It became complicated, then sensitive, then ongoing. And ongoing is one of the most dangerous words in any investigation because it sounds active while quietly allowing everything to slow down. Witness memories become less sharp. People forgot exact times. Small details that matter in the beginning no longer felt important enough to chase, and the trail cooled. At one point, this case almost ended. There were statements that shocked people, words that sounded final, but truth is not enough in a courtroom. How those words are collected matter more than people realize. And when rules are broken, even real truth can become legally useless. That moment, the one that should have ended everything instead become another crack in the case. Years went by. Life continued in West Cork. New people arrived, old people left, the house changed, but the case never disappeared. It lingered. Every few years it come back into the spotlight. A new documentary, a new interview, a new theory. Not because there were answers, but because there were too many questions. For Sophie's family, time did not soften anything. They waited. They watched debates play out in public. They heard theories come and go, but they never received the final truth. And waiting without answers is not the same as healing. It is living with an open wound. This case frustrates people because it feels close. It feels like it almost made sense. Like the truth passed through the investigation and slipped out before anyone could hold on it. People are not haunted by mystery alone, they are haunted by missed chance. Here is the thought people avoid. What if the killer was not clever? What if there was no genius plan? What if the case survived not because of intelligence, but because of time, hesitation, and comfort? Because time destroys evidence better than any criminal ever could. Sophie Toscan du Plantier came to Ireland looking for peace. What she left behind was a silence that still feels unfinished. And maybe the hardest truth of all is this: some cases are not lost in years. They are lost in the first hours, when everything feels calm and nobody believes they are running out of time. Thank you.